side, which does fill me with a degree of trepidation for D13 here.
Yep. This is a map where you got some aggressive riflers that like to take initiative, go and take some duels, and that can definitely be a problem for your CT side teams.
Interesting what Shinobi was doing.
What was he doing, Mac?
He went and crouched at the elevator right there, and he was looking at the ground. So I don't know if he was playing anti-flash for maybe a bust at mid, or if he was just listening for some footsteps down below. However, doesn't matter. We'll figure that one out as we go forward. Him and World Peace looking to control the A site, but a single smoke allows TYLOO so much space to come around the elbow there.
Try and get that bomb plant down. There's the nades to try to deny that bomb plant. But it goes down anyway. Now some utility for the retake. A smoke goes out, a couple of flashes to send these Pistol boys in.
Yeah, and that's going to be the double lane setup as well. The stack of people is not going to be enough. D13 hiding in the smoke. He's going to be spammed away at Summer, unable to deny the defuse as everyone comes thundering in for D13. It's going to be somebody.
No way!
Oh, that is so awkward. He's allowed so much time as well. Just waiting for World Peace to tap the bomb. Goes through the smoke like a thief in the night, just running away. And he's bought enough time and he's tapped enough heads. There it is. TYLOO get the first round. I thought it was over with. I thought it was done.
Me too.
And somebody was just there,
Somebody's
waiting.
done it again. He's the smoke criminal. What is that setup from TYLOO? Anyways, that's the second time that he's managed to sort of get around or on top of a smoke and just, hey man, I see your head, you don't see me, you're dead. Very nice stuff from somebody, and a good start for TYLOO. It will be the investment from D13, Deagles across the board, and they were pretty good with Deagles, I thought, on train. So let's not count this round as over, because shots abound could be a problem for TYLOO. Summer starts well, though. Upgrades himself for Deagle to boot.
Whoa. Doesn't get to use it for too long, though. Summer. We go for the solo plays at mid, having a bit of a battle with Hastika, and oh my god, that is so unfortunate. World Peace trying to help out his teammate, but a little hesitant to go for the swing.
Well, has gotten across, but I think Summer's spotted the shoulder and has. So that's the end of World Peace. Summer's just demolishing mid. 3 kills for him and barely taking any damage for his trouble. Annihilation is the last remainder.
Just spinning around, looking to maybe tap a head or two if given the opportunity. He's on a tight line, strong position. Just worried and waiting for when TYLOO will make their move, and there it is. Slowly posted on the line, making the Galil look as accurate as ever. Just tapping that head off. And TYLOO, 2 quick rounds to kick things off on Vertigo.
Well, the force will mean that D13 can't go for that third round bye. They must wait until round number 4, which has its advantages. Obviously, you lose more rounds overall, but you give yourself a little bit of a chance to win that second round. Obviously, it didn't happen. But when they buy on that 4th round, as opposed to the 3rd round buy, they can have more utility. An AWP push on middle does net them 1 kill, so at least giving themselves some opportunities here, chipping some gums away from TYLOO. It's not all bad.
Well, let's see what Annihilation can do with the USP here. He'll be aware that there's TYLOO players just around the corner. Gets across. Now has a Deagle. So that's not a bad upgrade for him. But is it really going to help all that much? I dare say the answer is no. TYLOO into the A-bomb site for now. And somebody's not surprised.
It's a rough situation for D13 in yet another round. And Annihilation is going to be in the exact same position as before. 2 tags, unfortunately none on the head of D13. D13 happily just sprays away. That's going to be 3 for TYLOO, 4 alive at the end, 5 alive in the previous, and just minimal damage, all things considered. So they're going to have plentiful economy as we move into the 4th round.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. You know, D13, they didn't get to play very much CT side on train. Didn't get to see too much of the ult from Annihilation. And he is a man who can do a lot of damage with the AWP. This is where he needs to do a lot of heavy lifting for D13, I feel. A quicker one over towards the stairs here for TYLOO. 1-for-1. Will create a little bit of space as Hasteker goes down. The rotation comes in from World Peace. He wants to try to pick a T crossing towards this bomb site and then just buy time for the 4-on-3 retake. But being smoked off and mollied out of position, he's going to go forward, Jordan.
He's looking around, having a bit of a peek. Orb's not going to be so useful this close to the smoke, but maybe if TYLOO makes a mistake, he can make something happen. Bomb has exited, and it starts to return back to the B bomb site. Smokes again go down for TYLOO. They still got a little bit in the back pocket. 2 Molotovs, another smoke there for Summer. D13 have all rotated across. Somebody whiffs. Shinobi punishes him for it. Tamir pushing forward as well, and now it's just Summer. Grenade or something has done a lot of damage to Shinobi and Tamir, and the Molotov onto the bomb. It won't deny the defuse. There's a smoke available. And D13, that's a pretty nice retake. I mean, they didn't really have to retake because the bomb went down quite late on in the piece, but you know what I mean? They didn't have control of the site. And then just played very patiently. Waited for TYLOO to make some mistakes.
Nicely done. Good first gun round to be winning. Only dropped 2 of those guns. Good work from the riflers to just get their way in there. Create the space.
It's an interesting debate that I've seen a little while ago was, at what point does it become a retake? You know, does it become a retake when the site is lost or when the bomb is down?
Site is lost, I think.
So in that instance, it was still a retake, even though the bomb hadn't been planted.
What do you think, Matt?
I'm more of a... It's like a proper retake if the bomb's planted. But, you know, if you lose the site, obviously they are retaking map control. So, you know, if you want to get into the technicalities of it. But
terminology-wise, I think retake refers to...
Post-plant.
Post-plant, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But then what... That's what post... Okay. 4-on-4. Danky's going to punish that push. Very nicely done.
You drive a hard bargain, Pilski.
But you would refer to post-plant when you're talking about the T's.
He's saying he'd refer to the post-plant as the post-plant, which does make a lot of sense.
I would refer to the post-plant as the post-plant and the retake as the retake. Dan King,
sure.
I would refer to Dan King as the GOAT right now because the man is just punishing all the pushes.
It's definitely not the GOAT.
You're using...
It's definitely not the GOAT.
Great logic. Did you go to school, Pilski?
Never.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't go to high school, so there you go. Not very much, anyway.
Not enough.
Not enough, clearly. Dan King's been to school because he's schooling all these kids.
Wait,
he's the teacher now. He's the damn principal.
Surely he spotted the head of Hasteker there, no? Maybe not. Thought it was poking over the top, but...
Look at his little noggin.
Oh, hey, there it is. Boom.
Poke it up. There you go, buddy.
I've seen a lot of that today. Everyone just pulling their knives out at the wrong time, unable to fight and get traded out for free.
But you got to inspect that sick knife skin.
True. Style points, yeah?
That's it. What are you rocking, Mac?
A very well-worn forest. What's forest? Boreal forest or DD pad or something? Karambit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's got a NSFW name tag on it, so can't tell you the name.
That's not good.
No.
He's trying to wallbang through the floor, Mac.
Speaking of kings, did you see that tweet a while ago from CSGO to Asia about how many king names there are in China?
No.
There are a lot.
Are there?
Yeah. Or in Asia in general, but specifically in China.
Like Arthur?
Is it one of Attacker's aliases like high school examination king or something?
I don't know about that.
I think it is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you go on Wikipedia, his alternate IDs is like
there you go.
high school examination king or something.
There's Dan King, Child King, Zoe King, Four King, King of Kings, and Kings. And then there's also a Dren King and Fly King.
A Dren King's Indonesian.
I know, but those were the last two were Indonesian and Taiwanese, respectively. But
is there a king of being far?
Is there a queen?
Good question. Well, let's see if Slowly can make his way into sight here. Tapping away. 2 quick ones. And that should be the side. Annihilation. Threading the needle through that gap and wait for a swing over towards the catwalk. Cover is there, but Hasteker manages to isolate the fight, and he wants more as well. Bomb not planted yet. Still 33 seconds to play within the 2-on-2.
This bomb site seems to be a little problematic for TYLOO. Struggling to make B work. Summer spots out Shinobi, and he's also got the info as to where Hastecker is, but has to leave it into the one-on-one against Dan King. He's forced out of his position. I think he might have spotted Dan King there as well. 1 HP. No, he hasn't. He had no idea. 5-1. TYLOO are keeping that scoreboard ticking over, but they're not making it look as clean as they did on Train.
Definitely not. Really struggling in some of these situations. Now into another double orb setup. This could be the economy reset round, though. This would make TYLOO's job a lot easier on this T half if they just win this round. Get this round across the line, reset that money from D13, at least for the singular round.
Double orb setup for D13, though. It's interesting. What's Annihilation doing?
He's looking for the banger.
He's not finding it.
Ooh. Forced back by the smoke and flash combo. Fast split in towards the B site. Hastecker unable to hit that shot, and that will be the end of him as he repeaks into Dan King's crosshair, and that's not where you want to be. Dan King very sharp today on the rifle at the moment.
It's a good spot for Summer to be in. Shinobi not expecting that at all. It's a boost. And, well, he'll get traded down by Annihilation, but that still does leave it in 2-on-2. Obviously playing for the reset for D13 here, and the attacker will not let that one slip.
Good round to be winning.
Annihilation has to save.
Yeah, maybe if you can hold on to this AWP, there is still a little bit of loss bonus for D13. So there is potential there to have one of those rounds where you've got an AWP, buy a couple deagles around it. AWP gets a pick, you get a rush into a couple of deagling players, all of a sudden you're cooking with gas.
Ooh.
He was also another Chinese player.
Cooking with gas is very quick for anyone that doesn't understand. If you've only used wood and fire to cook your food before.
What about
gas
electric
is much
stoves?
faster.
Electric stoves are just like not hot or too hot.
Yeah, or just very slow to be hot. You take 10 years to cook your dinner.
No one likes that.
No, I
Actually, I have a gas stove right now. It doesn't work very well.
I've got places to be.
It's very
I've
old.
had a gas stove ever since I lived in Sydney. And
Mr. Fancy, come on.
it's good, I guess. But
Gas.
I mean, I've cooked on electric stoves as well, and that worked too. So
Okay. You know what, Jordan? Contrary to your ad, I don't think that you might be the best cook ever.
I didn't say I was the best cook ever, but I do fancy myself a little bit in the kitchen. So
When are you going to cook me a steak and mushy vegetables, mate?
Ooh.
I'd rather cook you some sausage rolls.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
I wouldn't mind.
you wouldn't mind some sausage rolls?
Wouldn't say no, hey?
Wouldn't say no to some sausage. I never have. What are you laughing about?
Oh, that was a cool kill, or like a weird spam. I haven't seen it before.
Sure.
Yeah, Dan King. There it is. Just running around, dominating as much of the site as he can there. There's now-
Annihilation for the double AWP save.
They're looking for it. But the hunt starts to come through. CZ spray is all over the place there for Shinobi. An attacker hits him with the punishment. Now Annihilation. Surely they're aware that he's trying to save the AWP, and the economy, it's pretty stable, so TYLOO could invest a player or two if they really wanted. Or they could just continue to avoid this AWP round after round. Because that's a very effective strategy as well. Working very, very well for TYLOO at the moment.
Not wrong. Here's the footsteps. How many quick scopes can he get in quick succession? Well, no quick scopes, but the crosshair placement was good for him. And he keeps himself alive, meaning he can potentially drop a secondary AWP. That is one way to do it, I guess. Just cops the fall damage. Hello.
Hey?
Look at him. Through the little gap there. Love to see it. Some nice smooths.
You look pretty smooth yourself, mate.
Mwah.
Dan King maintains the AK. The odds are so one-sided that you literally can't win money on TYLOO.
Wow. And we're only in the second map.
I'll still put money on him. I'll take it.
You actually have to pay to bet on TYLOO, and then you don't get any return. That's how one-sided it is.
Oh my.
No, that's not true. There will always be a return. But it's probably
Emotional
not a
return.
lot. It's probably not a lot. You might get $1 out of 100 at this point, if you bet on TYLOO. I gotta say though, I feel like D13, despite the scoreline, are making this look a bit closer than they did on train, so I'll give them some credit there. Oh, the util being thrown into the bomb site though, and TYLOO, as a result, will get the bomb down.
Ooh, Shinobi hits him with the flood, but unfortunately the flood is just himself. No one else pushing through with him, so element of surprise. It's good for one, but not the other. Can't stop that bomb from being planted, and Summer tries to dance over the top, which he will do perfectly. 2 kills for him up there, 1 earlier in the round, and that is going to be Hastika trying to save the M4 over in the little nook, the little cranny here at mid, which does allow him to get 1 free kill onto somebody, not checking his corners. Running away with the AK. You can hear all the footsteps chasing him. Slowly looking to go for the pincer, but he runs over towards B instead. And here at the top of ladder, is it the place to be? It is not. Summers found him, dealt with him effectively. Little old wide swing, hard on the hunt.
All right. You know, we were on the topic of attackers' alternate IDs.
Yes.
I've received a message from a good pal Weenie. And he's dug up a few of them for me. So the alternate IDs for attacker are listed as Forest Wow, Attacker with 3 exclamation marks, Fat-Hacker, and College Entrance Examination Champion.
That's it. Yeah.
So you were correct.
Because that's a big thing in China. That exam is like important.
Right.
Really important, apparently.
This round just seems to have disappeared.
Yeah. Guess you can study all you like for the entrance examination, but if you can't enter into the bomb sites, it doesn't really matter for anything, does it?
True. Very true.
Well,
D13, clean round.
2 out of 10. It's not ideal.
That's what I gave the thing earlier. 2 out of 10.
The pirouette.
Pirouette.
Pirouette?
Plenty of money though for TYLOO, so they'll invest right back into round number 11. D13 are going to need to scrounge together a few here to start to make this half look salvageable. But if TYLOO continue in the same vein that they have previously in matchups like this, you see them lose a round and you think, okay, well, it's not really a big deal until they lose a couple in a row, because more often than not, they'll just respond straight away with a really impressive round right here. So let's see if that happens.
Well, D13, they still got that AWP. Couple AKs to work with as well on that CT side. You'll love to see it. And still quite a bit of util. TYLOO making their way up ramp. Danking, again, locking down those angles. And he's a little better flash this time for D13. He gets flashed off the angle. No pick for the CTs, but at least they don't lose a player trying to go for that aggressive play. And they still haven't been pushed off scaffolding off of these aggressive positions yet. In fact, there is only 1 Molotov, and if they don't throw that towards Sandbag, then that could definitely be a problem for TYLOO in the mid to late round.
Oh no, Nation watching mid with the AWP. Hasn't had a whole lot to do just yet this round. Might get some action sooner though, if Summer
This is
pushes through.
Molly from somebody going, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, beautiful. That's a freebie.
Oh, Shinobi still has his smoke. Tamir also smoking it. So Shinobi can actually sit there for quite a while yet. And there's only 20 seconds left for TYLOO, so they're going to have to pick up the pace. And they've done well, Attacker in particular. That entry onto the bomb site opens things up substantially, but they still have to be aware of the presence of a player at Sandbags, which they are. Somebody covers that. Dan King covering the jump up.
That's great.
That is great as well. Pilski, a triple for Hastika. All of a sudden, Dan King has to do it alone, and he fires a shot, misses it. A 4-on-1 for Hastika. Can it be winnable? He's checking down below. Dan King's worked his way around. Perfect position. Outplayed him in the 1v1, but even to get it to the 1v1 was impressive.
That was almost it. He was almost there. Just really turned it on when they needed him. 3 nasty kills, but just couldn't follow it up, and TYLOO locked down another, just barely. And it was costly. Look at the economy. It's a breaking point. If D13 win one of these rounds, all of a sudden TYLOO may just let them back into the half.
Same thing for D13 though. They lose this round. Their money's cooked too. So pretty important round also for D13. I mean, TYLOO, anything over 9, they're pretty happy with basically a bonus at this point.
Looks like we have world peace on an adventure. That's a whole world of information, but no peace for him, as he does get taken out, and that should be the B site relatively open. As you can see, somebody is all the way in the CT. He'll get a free one under Hastica in a moment. He's just waiting for more. He's hungry. And he's going to give D13 the biggest amount of punishment that he can. And hopefully the communication is on point because he's about to be spotted and knows that Tamir is going to be very close to the jump-up area.
That's perfect.
Beautiful. And that is the information plays that you see TYLOO just all they could ask for.
Oh, that's a sharp shot from Annihilation. A little bit more like that, please, and thank you. There's another one. He's bitten off a little bit more than he could chew there. Started to feel it. Blood was pumping. I'm going to go for the third one here. Can make it happen. I mean, you can see the skill is evidently there for D13.
Oh, for sure.
And we said that much about Annihilation when we first saw him.
Yeah, he's definitely a skilled player. I think my issue with Annihilation is sometimes he's a little inconsistent, lacks the impact, but he's definitely got a very high ceiling. I've seen some insane games out of Annihilation before.
I think there's a lot of AWPers like that you can take your pick from in Asia. I mean, even Danking, I feel like, is very, very inconsistent.
He is,
as an AWPer, you know, but he, when he's off, can fall back on the other 4 players of his team. Whereas I think if you're a player like Annihilation, the skill ceiling for the rest of the players on your roster is definitely not nearly as high as what it is for the other 4 players on TYLOO. So, you know, if you're off, maybe that is the difference maker for D13. It can be a make or break.
The thing I like about Danking is that he's quite good on the rifle and the Dig as well.
Oh yeah,
Just a good player. It's not just a good AWPer.
Well,
at least in terms of the fragging.
TYLOO have been without a really, really strong AWPer for quite a while, I felt like. Since Extra, it really fell off. You know, when Summer was AWPing, I was never like, you know, he's a banger, right?
Well, that was always a thing back in, like, ages ago, like 2013 and 2014, 2015. It was always like, when's Savage going to go on TYLOO? And it just never happened.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like that, you know, maybe the personality clashes or certain players have certain reputations and certain players don't want to play with them for some reason.
True. Well, let's see if there is a clash of another kind here. Over on A-ramp, as TYLOO look to head forward, attacker already up at the sandbags, and Danking finds, Annihilation rather finds one as Danking hits back quickly. Not quite spotted by Shinobi as he falls back to the bottom of the scaff there, and now it's going to be slowly opening up. Summer as well with the flank, and all the pieces start to fall apart for D13. Hastica going to be left last alive, and he's been in this position so many times. Somebody was at the ready, and Summer's found him. Peekaboo, he says. But look, 4 alive at the end for TYLOO heading into the final round of the half. Again, the potential for another 13-2 affair. TYLOO just outclassing D13 in this matchup.
You know what I just realised?
What did you just realise right now?
That Malta won Malta 2020 online, and Summer might win DreamHack Summer.
Wow. That's incredible.
Whoa.
I mean, that's what a coincidence.
It's like it's in the script. It's like the tournaments were made for them. Crazy.
That's big brain.
Well, back to the usual broadcast here.
Yeah, the Spire's no good. Bunch of Famouses and MP9s. Watch them win it.
Not yet. Tamir is going to start to go down. Attacker just wildly trying to clear as many angles as he can. Second in. has to get in a different position this time. Not over towards the A side. He will instead be here at jump up, but not for long as Summer cracks him open. Dan King into the mix as well, and that is going to be the half 13-2. Very much the same as what we saw over on Train. Can TYLOO close it out 2-0? It certainly looks like it. Ladies and gents, find out after the break.
Scoreline is 13-2 once again, and TYLOO is having a look back at maybe some of the demos. Need to figure out what they're going to do heading in. I think they're watching the stream back, watching their last round. Don't worry, everybody, it's on a delay. I'm 3 minutes in the future. You don't get to hear that until 3 minutes from now.
Technically, it's like even more than that because we're... I mean, how does that... yeah, kind of. Like, I used to meme, like, haha, I'm from Australia, I'm ahead of you in time zone, so I'm from the future.
Yeah, well, we probably are ahead of most people, apart from the New Zealanders. Anyways, 13-2 scoreline for TYLOO, and that was the scoreline that they had after the first half of Train. This is looking to be a fairly straightforward affair for them. Maybe they can make it even easier if somebody... Ooh. I thought that was him with the flick, but it was actually TYLOO that got rid of Annihilation. Either way, they've just been wrecked.
Oh, yes. Get him to me.
It's unceremoniously put down.
It's like a participation medal.
You're nice, my friend.
Here's $1,500, but you're still going to lose this game.
It's like, you know, very satisfying at least to get that knife. Oh, some sharp shots all across the board. Look at that. Three-man flood to stop the plant as well as deny
The P90.
any control.
The P90.
Oh, it's happening. Yes, we've got Art in the server. Where's he going to end up? Well, W.
Cam, please.
W all the way down Scaff. Flashed in.
Get in there, son.
He's been allowed. Look at this. They are putting him straight next to that smoke. Closing the distance.
He's stopping Mac.
Yeah, I don't like this. He should have just ran through the smoke and just hunted down the little Deaglers. But it's going to be everyone else doing that job instead. Attacker tapping heads, left, right, and center. 2 for Summer. Trade will come through, but they know exactly where Shinobi is at 27 HP.
Ooh.
Finds a headshot through the
Here
catwalk. And in comes the P90. You got it.
Good job, Pilsky.
Thanks.
Very proud of you, Mitch.
Ah, hilarious.
15-2. Well, 1 round away for TYLOO, but D13's got to buy. Danking's going to hang on to the P90.
Strap yourselves in.
I just want to see someone buy an MP7. All right, he's going to go for the UMP.
Why?
Well, because. Just cause.
Hopefully he's unbound F2 by now.
It was somebody, wasn't it, that bought the MP7, I think.
Yeah, I think Summer ended up with it though. Ooh, underarm. A little cheeky underarm. Oh, these D13 players pushing up though. Okay.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him back with a knife.
Sweet revenge.
Well, that's the B side. In the hands of D13.
Yeah, Tyler's just going to save this one. They know they've got Danking with 5k, so they can actually buy next round. Very nice buy. In fact,
Why the Dak?
where would you use the auto sniper on Vertigo?
I used to use the auto sniper. I mean, not on Vertigo. Actually, that's probably pretty good on Vertigo. Could play on those B boxes who like to shoot people on stairs. That'd probably be OP. I used to use the auto sniper a lot.
You were that guy.
I was that guy, but it's like it's pretty good at demoralizing people, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
But I haven't seen anyone use it in ages, which is a bit sad. A lot of guns being thrown away, just donated to TYLOO at the end of this round. It's not what you want to be seeing.
Somebody is eager to get that AK.
Yeah, and he's going to get it as well. In fact, he's going to. That's no guns left alive for D13. They're going to have no utility. They won. They had 4 players alive. Jordan.
Yes.
They had 4 players alive.
No, they didn't. They had 0.
But they did. But before they started hunting.
No, they had 0 alive at the end of the round. If you watched it, I think you would see that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what they got 0 of. Grenades, almost. They got 5 grenades. How many is that? 5 grenades.
Does a decoy count?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Just thought I'd ask the hard-hitting questions here. Someone on the desk has to.
Oh, that's hard hitting. Look at him go to Mir. He's warming up.
Yeah,
But it's a bit too late, I think.
I think so too. And slowly stops him in his tracks before he can continue to warm up further. Smoke over onto the wall side of Jen, and now tries to wrap his way through. Unfortunately, it's Annihilation. Left solo here at mid. Goes for the wrap back through, and it looks like it could be all over Red Rover. There it is. Summer tapping head 16.